Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner for over 35 years. And in this video, we're going to cover a lot of stuff on Harry because I have a ton of viewer questions on him. Also, it looks like they're house hunting in the UK. So I'll be right back. Welcome back, Tarot fam. So in this video, like I said, we're going to look at a lot of Prince Harry stuff. But at the top of this, we're going to look at the rumor that they are shopping for a house in the UK. And by they, I mean both of them. So does that mean that the missus is sitting there looking at Zillow listings in England? Probably. According to some of the articles, this is to defray the costs for police protection when they're there. They're going to try and move closer to Palace Grounds. I don't know if they're allowed to be on there. Harry is heartbroken over the whole Frogmore thing that Prince Andrew is trying to get in there, or that the king is trying to put Prince Andrew in there. So let's take a look at all this. I'm going to bring up the card view. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. I am this close. I'm 22 people at this recording away from 3,000 subscribers. So if you guys would get over there, if you're watching it and you're not subscribed, help the girl out. Get me to 3K, please. And if you are interested in having your own magical reading, I am having a 20% off sale for the entire summer. So all of that, well, my 1 hour readings are discounted by 20%. I do have some other different kinds of readings that you can get from me. You can see them all on my scheduling page in the link down below. I will pull up the cards now and we'll take a look. So, is he house shopping? That is our first question. Is Harry house shopping in England? Allegedly they have a mortgage on that house in Montecito. No. I think they're trying to make something happen, but I do not think that they really, I think the future is untold at this point. Things are not happy at home. He might have dropped a message about this to somebody. I got to find a house in the Cotswolds or in Windsor or wherever. I know the houses near Windsor, they started about $1 million, and they, like, for a standalone detached home, they started about 2.5 million pounds. So still a significant chunk of change if you've got a huge mortgage on your other house. It looks like nobody's really giving them a leg up on this, not really giving them a hand. But they're trying really hard. They're trying to dazzle everybody. Ooh, dropping the information here with this Queen of Swords, putting it out there. So this is probably just being released into the press so that they can get picked up. This is the key card here. This is looking for charity, looking for a handout, looking for somebody to help them out. So looking for somebody to bring him back into the fold because he misses his life. Does Harry really miss his old life? This is one of the questions from one of my followers. Does he miss his old life? So one would think this is he misses the king. No, he misses his life of VIP designation. That's what he misses. He misses being the star. He misses people clapping. Now he does not have people clapping. He does not have people that want to work with him or for him. More importantly, he doesn't have people that are willing to go the distance for him. So does he miss his old life? He misses the accoutrement of his old life. Let's put it that way. does he regret, or wait, is he fully dedicated to these fake royal engagements? Is he part of the masterminding? Is he involved in these fake or quasi faux row engagements, as I was calling them, faux row? Yeah, he thinks it's showing that they can do just as well on their own, that they're nonplussed, bothered by any dismissal from the royal family. That's what he's trying to show. And over here, that people like them. Dominant energy here is he does miss the royal life. So yeah, that's misses the royal life. Under the surface, he knows he can't do this on his own. He knows it's all a farce. It's just play acting. That wand, Knight of Wands in reverse. So the next question is, does he regret having to play at being royal? And I want to thank Stephen Magnus for most of these questions. A lot of them were his. Does he regret being royal? Regret playing. Wait, what did I say? Does he regret now having to play at being royal? At the moment, not fully regretting. At the moment, there are moments when he says, "Oh, this is nothing. This is easy. We can do this. We can do this all on our own." But it's not the kind of royal he's doing all of the same things he did when he was doing the royal tours, except he doesn't know any of the moving parts behind the scenes. He doesn't know what goes on behind the scenes. So he thinks he's doing it, but he's really just on vacation. Does he regret playing royal? Yes, because there are these little hints here and there that he's not being treated the same way. Like it's, like that moments where, people aren't bowing to him. They aren't curtsying to his wife automatically. It's just not doing that. This is a very different road he is going down. So let's look at this before we skip ahead. Okay. I want to go back to the house. So if he's dropping hints that he needs a house in England, what can he do to secure that bag? I know probably the whole royal family doesn't want him there, but what can he do to secure some kind of housing there? He's got to separate. Look at that. Separate. Pull up roots. And go home. Go home where you can be protected, Harry. You got to give up this goose. It'll be a long road before he's going to be welcomed in by the royal family as a whole. It's a long road ahead. This isn't like he, leaves Montecito, files for divorce, jumps back into the royal family. He's immediately put to work. What he needs to do is he needs to abandon the work with her, abandon this faux row life. He's got to abandon it. Claiming that he's homesick, go home, and he will be protected in the home. He'll be protected. That's really what he needs to do. He needs that the physical protection at this point. Will he follow this? If he is lighthearted and the fool, and if he sees the value in splitting and can withstand the cataclysm, he can do this. He can do this. Some of us that have been in difficult relationships, it's sometimes very hard to step out of a bad situation because you don't know what's going to be on the other side. And you also know how bad it is, and you wonder if it's going to get worse. It's the devil versus the devil you don't know. This situation, I think he is going to meet with a lot of resistance from the royal family. So it may be bad for a bit, but they will be able to deprogram him and bring him back to to some facsimile of a human being. The opportunity is there. So, does he believe that Megan would go to live in Africa with him because of his love? Does he believe that? Does he believe that she would forsake it all and go to Africa to be with him? Does he believe that? Does he believe that Megan would go to Africa? No. No. In fact, it's quite the opposite. If he were to go to Africa, it would be to stand on his own and be his own man and get some breathing room. Her refusal to go to, I believe, South Africa, I think it was South Africa that they were going to set them up in. I may be wrong, but her refusal to do that because it wasn't posh enough. He knows that she won't go there, but it's now become a safe spot. It's become a safe zone for him that he can go to. He can stay married and kind of hide out there and not have to carry that burden. He's still in the communication stream. He's not ghosting her, but he won't have to do any work. That he'll be able to, like, he's going back to the trip that he talked about in Spare, where he was with, some family members, and they were, sort of family members, like quasi family members, and they got in a Jeep and drank and ate chocolates all the way to go pick up Chelsea. And, it was like he showed up on her doorstep all dirty and gross. He thinks it's going to be like that. He's just not growing up. What does Harry need to grow up? Let's do that. What does he need to grow up? What he needs to grow up. I'm going to reference a movie here. There was a scene in Boogie Nights when Dirk Diggler got pretty heavy into the substance abuse and was kind of out on the street and, went with his friends and tried to rob a guy. And then the next thing he knew, he was in a car with a stranger trying to make some extra cash because nobody had any cash for him. He really needs to, unfortunately, have a brush up against some nefarious people, some people that are trying to, not that he's not surrounded by some of them now, people that are trying to leverage his person, position, princeliness for their own gain. He needs to see the people partnering with for the snakes that they are. That will motivate him to kind of come to his senses. That's the torch. Wake up, Indy. Wake up in the Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. But it's very hard for him to do that because he keeps having, there's like a steady stream of people that come to him and, oh, hey, we could build these widgets together and we could make Prince Harry brand widgets. Wouldn't that be great? That'd be fantastic. Let's do this. And it's like he just keeps getting, and I mean, no one's asking him to create widgets, but people are pushing him to do these ideas, and they're all kind of sugar coated, like altruistic endeavors. I'm going to say it now. I think Invictus is going to push him off to the side. I don't think they're going to keep that going. I think those talks are kind of over. I think, maybe he'll be in the next one, maybe he won't, but I think the one after that, he's going to be out of the equation. Unless he gets his act together, splits up. At this point, they're really looking down the road, trying to shake him off that. So that's unfortunate. But I do think with this Temperance card in reverse, we've got substances and feeling out of being sobriety. Being outside of sobriety, I think that's really a big thing for him. He just is, constantly a little bit tipped in a direction. Okay, can H see his future on repeat. I know I paraphrased this. Is he recognizing that his life is on repeat since 2020 and it's just like setup, failure, setup, failure? Is he recognizing that? Is he seeing that he is on a cycle of repeat and fail? So he's got people that he thinks very much that this is a lost cause. However, he's very pliable, and not pliable, but pliable. And he's got people that keep trying to reel him back in. It's true gaslighting here. So that didn't work, but it didn't work because of this, that, and the other thing. So we're going to try this. We're just going to tweak it a little. We can always come back to that project. We can always do that again. We can always give it another shot. The narrative that they keep spinning and we're just going to keep trying. It's never say quit. Never say quit. And I do think that there's this us against them kind of Sid and Nancy kind of going out with a blaze of glory feeling. I just think that what happens in the moments where Harry says, I want to give up. What happens in those moments? What happens when he says he wants to give up? He's pitched a new thing and he's told he's broke. He's told he's broke and you're on your own. You have to do this. You have to do this to work. You have to earn money. This is a very cruel series of cards here. Get out there, get to work. You're broke. You're broke. You can't provide. This is very, very cruel. What does he say in response? Well, I'm trying to do my best. I'm working as hard as I can. I'm dealing with all of the fallout from himself. Does he take responsibility for that? Taking the fallout for us leaving. It's not take that for himself. No, I think he puts them together. He absolutely lets them take collective blame. I don't think she does, but I think he is taking the collective blame on it, saying, well, we left, we created this situation. I don't think he is I don't think he's blaming her, but it seems like she's kind of blaming him. Would he prefer to be back in the UK or on display here in the USA? A lot of rhymes there. Speak and rhyme all the time. So right now, today, it's 3:46 p.m. Would Harry prefer to be in the United Kingdom or in the United States? United Kingdom. Well, United Kingdom is home. It's where the Hierophant is, but can't escape. And in the United States, it is not what he wanted it to be. Oh, it was a huge mistake. Big mistake. Huge. We know Megan loves that line. He really wants to go home. He needs the protection of the king, but for something, he feels that he can't go back. He can't go back yet. So let's find out why. Why can't he go back? But now he's ashamed. Now there's this level of shame for not being a producer. And I'm not being mean by chuckling. I'm not being mean. Going to the United States, the worst thing he ever did, the worst mistake he ever made. Let's see. Yep. Bit off more than he could chew. He misses home, and it's just anxiety. It is anxiety land. Now, I think we've seen that on his face. I think we've really seen how much anxiety is there. So what does he do to fix this? How do we get him home? How do we get Harry feel better about being in the United States? What do we got to do? What do we got to do? There it is, guys. Oh, there it is. We're just back and forth, back and forth. I shuffled the cards. You saw them. They're the same ones. Same ones. Trying to find a way out. He's got to find it. So he's got to find his heart. That Knight of Cups is under the surface. He really has to find his heart. He has to find the sweet boy that he once was, who was a son of the crown. He has to dig deep and find that. Is he going to find that? That Two of Wands up in the top. He's still trying to prove himself with bad bets, with a bad woman who doesn't have his best interest at heart and who is holding him in place. But here's the sweet guy underneath. And I know everyone's going to argue this. He's not a sweet guy. His cup is empty. His sword is out. And he is looking for money. So the money is more of a factor than his heart at this point. Sorry, guys, but that's the way I see it. So I just don't think that he is quite ready to make the move back, but I think he is emotionally ready. Let's put it that way. Intellectually, he can't find a way back. So I'm going to do another short video with some questions about the kids and about them. So until then, I hope you guys have a great day. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Also, the Psychic News Report will be on Thursday. So please go on over there. I need everybody to go over there and subscribe. We haven't been pushing the subscribers quite too much. I'm going to keep doing that. Now, we are going to stream to all of our channels, mine, Rick Paul's, also, we'll stream it to Rob's as well. And we're going to try and get as many subscribers over there as possible. I'm really trying to grow the channel while we grow our own channels, which is pretty challenging. So hope to see you guys all over there. And Friday, don't forget, for my Dueling Tarot fans, Alicia and I will be back on Friday night. I don't know how long we're going to stay on. I have a feeling it is going to be a long battle. Those of you that don't know who Alicia is, she's another reader that reads a little bit differently than me. We have some different opinions about things, and so it gets real fun. We're good friends, so we're not going to get mad at each other and get heated, but we're going to have a good laugh, and it's the only tarot happy hour on the internet, as far as I know. So hopefully we'll see you guys over there. Thank you so much. Again, please like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what you think of this video. Let me know if you want to see anything else. We can keep an eye on this house hunting in England. But until then, have a great day.